I wanted to know different things from him, but okay. Let's
Hey.
let's have a word with the companions. We haven't done that for a while. I hope the old watcher's still there. Been years since I heard anything about him. I need to do more of an American twang to that. What is it you wish to ask this watcher in Cardnoa? Just some things about the past, about the war. I'd been thinking I missed my chance to find out what I wanted to know. That old watcher, though, he opens up some new possibilities. I want to ask something about you. If you're sure, what did you do before this?
Other than the war, I never strayed too far from where you found me. Farming, mostly. I was never much for cities. Never learned a trade. In my younger days, I thought I was going to go preach the word of Aethys. Just in our temple there. My parents encouraged it. I made so much trouble for them growing up. They used to say it'd be best if I got in good with the God of Redemption. Of course, us blowing him up probably didn't help my chances there. But if anybody'd forgive you for blowing him up, it'd be Aethys.
Did the people of Gilded Vale really try to kill you?
They did. It was strange timing, because we just won the war. They celebrated when I came home. There was music and dancing. Trumbull used half his grain making this big honey cake. I still dream about that cake. Like having the best lover of your life, but only for one night. And they were all sorry to hear about my brother. It took a while for word of the purges to reach us. Aethasians being murdered in the streets. Cold Morn and the like. No way would they let something like that happen in Gilded Vale. That's what they all said. But the weeks went by and the purges spread. Pretty soon they weren't so sure my brother fought for Deerwood. And they weren't so sure I did. Caught me by surprise after all the celebrating. Should have seen it coming after the tailor said he was going to fit me for some new clothes, but then all he wanted was my neck measurement.
Yeah, that really would give it away.
Nah, not that last part. But you had to think about it. Says a lot about the place I've been calling home all these years.
And why did you stay for so long in a town that hated
I'm
you?
sure my parents are still wondering the same thing. The Aethasian purges were like this madness had come over the town, like a disease. Seems like when you see something like that, your instinct is to wait for it to pass, even when you know it probably won't. The family whose farm I worked on, they had a little Hollowborn girl. And they heard the Animancers had this cure, the Salvation it was called. They went running. This Salvation, they were putting animal souls in children. You might have heard about it, giving them enough personality to care for themselves. You can guess how that turned out. Matter of time, the children broke down, became wild things, monsters. Anyway, these farmers put the family dog's soul in their little girl. For a while, the girl, she's making eye contact, she's feeding herself, albeit in a kind of messy way. And one day she snaps. They found her gnawing on her brother's bones. Had to chain her up, put her in a cow pen.
That's what those wicht things are.
Well, the mother, she wouldn't have anything to do with the girl after that. But the father, he'd visit every day. Feed her chickens, toss water on her once in a while to get the dirt off. Most of the village, they'd whisper about him. Poor man, they'd say. Sick with grief. He was just waiting for his daughter to look up one day and recognize her papa. He was waiting for her to get better. Didn't understand that at the time, of course, but these days I think about him a lot.
And do you have any family? Just my parents now. They took a ship back to Eder when the purges started. Wanted me to go with them, but I didn't see things like they did. Been a long time since I seen them. I really should visit, but for some reason I haven't felt much like going home. Good thing they chased me out, or I might never have left.
What's on your mind? It makes two of us.
What is there to know about Aethys?
If you're looking to find religion, maybe you want to start with a god that hasn't been burned to dust, but I won't stop you. Aethys, he was a young man with a silver crown. Carried a candle around with him. Sounds like I'm giving a bad eulogy here.
He was a lot different to different people, I guess. Rebirth, redemption, light. Out in the country, he's gone, the farmer who helps all things pass. Seasons and people, both. He watches over the weak, does gone. Seas imbalance is made right. Right. You could see why all the copperless rowdies around here might take a liking to someone like that. He was real popular here for a time. These days, you won't find too many worshipping this in the open. It's hard to know who still does in private and who's given up. Feels like I'm the last one sometimes. If that's the case, he deserves all the mourning.
What's on your mind?
Let's go kill stuff.
Hey.
Actually, let's go check around the edge of the castle first. In case we find stuff like the deer cap.
Let's keep quiet.
Oh. Skein bone? What's that? One shattered cask still smells faintly of ale. Long since spilled in the dirt. Nothing over there. Let's head over here. Oh, I've been kind of glancing over and watching the conversation as you've been having it. I decided not to interject because you wouldn't like what I'd say. Can't get through there. Nope. Alright, back to the entrance then, and let's go inside! If we can. Oh yes, we can.
Oh, looks like this place has been abandoned for years.
Oh, shadow. Kill it. Right then, these count as vessels, I believe, so would you please come forwards? Let's give them hell.
What?
Didn't quite mean that far forwards, buddy. But whatever.
I'll let Margaret's.
That was easy.
You're not.
Of course, it's Durance who gets attacked. Pineapple peasant. Yes, I'm totally a pineapple peasant.
Of course.
Had it yesterday, actually. Hawaiian was good.
All right then.
Frayed lengths of rope and a few flint chips are scattered across this workbench. So I hear, I mean, spoilers, but this is your stronghold. I think they have improved the mechanics around it since I last played, but I have not played for a while, so I couldn't confirm that. Let's bring you towards the list. And do that. And then you guys, nuke 'em.
Yes?
You should be.
Let's end this! I'll let Mark.
Ow, that hurt. Have you done your thingy yet? Yes, you have. You don't have second wind. No, you don't. That's irritating. Do I really want to blow a heal spell? I think I kind of have to. I'm gonna risk a disengage. I'll bring you into melee this time down. How come you didn't? Okay. Oh, there we go. Ha! You died. Marvellous. Right, let's get you to pull the gun out, shoot them. You guys, shoot that. You switch to wand, and shoot that. Marvellous. There we go. And now you can recover.
Yes?
Oh, you're doing the... Hang on. That's the combat spell. No, that's the combat spell. Oh. You're singing that wrong. There you go.
Hey.
I was wondering why that was a bit weird. The hedges grow in scraggly heaps, shot through with weeds and tall grasses, and are impassable. This bit's looking surprisingly well kept. Let's go in. Nothing?
Hey.
The better part of valor.
Let's have a look around while we sneak around in here, shall we? Rats skitter among the broken stairs. Let's see what else we can find. Nothing over there. Let's go into the library. The only reason I'm in stealth mode is not because I actually care about stealth. I'm searching. Stealth mode is also search. I don't have anyone in the party that really has perception. I need a rogue, damn it. Actually, what is your perception? 14, it's not bad. 13, 14, 10, 13, 13.
Following your lead.
All right, then.
What's this? The shelves creak under the books, many of the covers mottled with mildew. They could really have added some enemies in here. Cobwebs bind the remains of a broken alembic, a cracked mortar and various shattered bottles and vials. Something on the table. Alright. That was fun. Alright. Let's see what's down here. Actually, I'm kind of tempted to switch you two around.
Hey.
Just think Durance will be a little more durable. Shoot it with all the things.
Blast!
Just like that.
Hey.
Okay. Onwards. Ah yes, the Adrahand. One side of this pillar is graven with hundreds of whorls and ridges. Even under a layer of grime and moss, the Adra gleams.
Hey.
I see you. Shoot the Phantom, because I think he's going to be tougher. Stick one of those there, stick one of those there. Boom, boom, boom. Durance, hit us with one of these. Oh, where are you going? By all means, go defend us. These up.
Yeah.
Lovely jubbly. Let's go and finish this. Hey, Breeze. 3 minutes ahead of me. No spoilers, please. I've actually got a lot further than this when I played last. One side of the pillar, I read that already.
If it makes you rest easier.
No shadow in the auditorium. Aww. Disappointed. No way into that thing. Nope. This trapdoor has been battered by the elements. Tugging on the rusted handle only produces a heavy rattling. Whatever. Ooh, flame blights. Do I have anything which reduces flame damage? I do not. Do I have anything that does cold damage? I think I might actually have gotten rid of the cold damage things. Yep. So let's just hit him with magic. They are immune to physical damage. Great. but they are not immune to general shootingness. See?
Hey,
Alright. What do we get? Primal Flames. Ooh. Pete Getty. Oh, you know what's amazing? A curry on a pizza. That's really good. And a kebab on a pizza as well. That's the Brit in me coming out. Ow! Cut it out with your lightning and bolts. There we go. Durance took the most damage there. Can't get up on the walls. No. Through here. This is an entrance. Yes, yes we can. Oh, we're missing someone.
hey.
Keep up. Okay, the door is closed, so we can't get out there. Right then, let's go this way. Let's make sure everyone's actually caught up.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you!
Alright, it's my village now.
You can't do this!
Spectral smoke churns all around you. At first you can see nothing except the haze, but gradually you make out the wizened, hunched shape of an old elven man. His face and bone-thin arms are smeared with paint. You can't do this! He shakes his head, spitting the words at you. Do what?
This is our village! Our home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all! Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone! You can't burn us all because of them!
Were they?
Curses!
Hey, do you mind? Of course.
Of course. Byzantium-style kebab. Can't say I've ever tried Byzantium-style kebab. Is it actually any different, or have you just made that up? The athletic skill is used to perform actions like climbing, swimming, and jumping in scripted interactions. Classes like fighters and barbarians start with a bonus to athletics. Ooh, shiny.
Well, that's, unusual.
The Whispers of Yenwood. Which is what? A unique one-handed sword which does 13 to 19 damage. 20% of grazes converted into hits, plus 5 accuracy against spirits, 25 against... no, just better against spirits. Minus 3 will, plus 2 constitution. Right, will is a saving throw. I'm going to assume it's better. Show me. Allow me to compare. That's how. 13... oh no, the saber does more damage. More constitution. The saber now has plus 20% damage. So actually I'm going to give that to Durance because it increases constitution. Which he would like. Okay. Oh, hello.
Were they? On some.
A little bit closer. Wait for that. AoE. AoE. AoE, and yes, I know that's there.
How may I help?
You shoot that. You shoot that. You. Let's just nuke this guy as quickly as we can.
I'm here.
Especially as Edda is actually taking a bit of a hit. We've still got an AoE. You can bless us all. Oh crap. Ouch, 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 ouch. Let's drop a bigger heal on you. Let's do a bit more. That'll do. Alright, let's finish this. Damn it. Edda, you went down too soon. 2 phantoms. Let's have you switch back to guns, and I've just noticed you weren't shooting. And self. Be defensive. Then you hit them with that. You. Oh, you know what? No. I have a better idea. I'm just going to cast it. So you should be able to tank it. Tank. Cast it. Damn it! This isn't going to plan.
What?
How may I help?
Alright, let's try the other one. See, you even got the thing off, but when you died. Damn it, Mordred.
Architect Worth and Roth!
Much better.
Hey.
Right, more ectoplasm weirdness. Everyone heals up.
Following your
What big
lead.
fast level spells do you have again? Reduces damage reduction of enemies in the area of effect. Summons 3 skeletons to fight for the party. Yes, that one's quite nice. Creates a thunderous explosion that stuns and shoves enemies in the area of effect. I need to use those more. Keep forgetting they're a thing. The grey and brown pelts of mice flits between the boards. Oh, is that actually going into a different room? I do believe it is.
I shall be discreet.
He shall be discreet. I think that's a dungeon. We'll go up this way first. As you come to the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from the grand throne wrought out of marble, its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate, as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
I'm looking for Merwold.
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
You said these were your halls?
Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth's usher finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
Tell me more about Merwold.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Any idea where I can find Mordred?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
I was in Leeds earlier this year, and yeah, you're kind of right. Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
Do you need 2 tanks in this game? Generally, I would say yes. When I played last, I had a paladin and a warrior. Although my main character was a paladin rather than a mage, but there are other tanky characters that you can get. So yes, I would recommend 2 tanks. Because you can kind of hold the line with them, and then everything else is behind them. What Earl are you speaking of?
The Earl of Yenwood. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Ere Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through.
And what did he find?
An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them. After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, wasted. Meowall's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was.
Barbarians I would consider to be tanky. I mean, it kind of depends if you give them a sword and board or not. But barbarians are supposed to be one of the toughest characters in terms of just raw stopping power. But they're not necessarily the toughest in terms of armor. That would probably be a toss-up between fighters or paladins. And I think that fighters would probably get it slightly. Like, Edda is an amazing tank when you build him up a bit. Oops, shit, sorry.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
I'm sure they do. Oops. Let's go kill stuff. Ooh, chest.
Keeping an
I
eye
don't
out.
trust it. Nothing. Nothing! Yes, I know that is your stash. I wasn't happy about Brexit either. Terrible decision.
There's my little soldier.
Oh.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
As you draw nearer, the apparition in front of you resolves into an elven woman. Her stringy hair is tied back and she tugs at a loose thread on her apron. There's a distant hollow look in her eyes until she notices you. A frail smile descends like a veil over her face. She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints. You've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be like a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out the corner of her eye. I'll say nothing.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Well, I'm Dutch, so I kind of have to be pro-EU, but I actually am pro-EU. I think it's a great thing. And Britain's gone mad by wanting to leave.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
That's what I said. Her voice is low and hoarse, and her hand is frozen over the basket. Something dark and empty clouds her eyes.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.